Hello, guys, and welcome to the 10th game of the season for the Houston Texans, me controlling them. And here we are in New Jersey going up against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. So hopefully we've been doing all right, I guess. I mean, last game, it was meh. I say it was meh because it was a close one, but sadly I had led, a couple fumbles, like a fumble or two that definitely should have at least not had happened. If it not had happened, we probably would have won that game, and that would have already been our second win of the season. Sorry. And as you can see, we have Drew Bledsoe over here with the Buffalo Bills, getting warmed up, as well as Eric Moulds. Moulds is a definite great receiver for the Buffalo Bills, and hopefully we could be able to contain this team coming into this week. And I'll see you guys over there down in the field. And this is another thing that I've been realizing is the fact that we need to better our defense. As you can see right now, it's a 1st and 10, and the Buffalo Bills have their ball, giving it as a play action and give it to the receiver going in for closing in for a first down, making it 2nd and 4. And then a couple plays later, I believe, actually, there it is. As you can see, Bledsoe finds someone, but it's so close for a pick for us. As you can see, we definitely could have had that pick. And going a couple drives later, it ends up becoming our ball. As you can see, Davis runs for 7 yards, and we end up going for a first down. Here we go again with Davis taking it all the way to the 40-yard line, making it another 7-yard gain. 2nd and 10 after a couple plays after we let them down. And look at, as you can see, it ends up being a sack for the defense. Clemens with a great sack. Buffalo looking. Bledsoe, and another sack by Walker this time. Great sack by him. Hopefully our defense have been doing well so far. Carr passing it to Johnson, and Johnson can take it all the way. There he goes out to the 20, to the 15, and he could barely get stopped all the way to the 5-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 0 and Buffalo 0. So we didn't make anything, so we end up going for a field goal, and it's goal, and we make it 3-0 in the second quarter. Bills ball all the way at the 40-yard line. They find Henry, and I can't even get a stop. As you can see, he's running, taking it all the way to the 40-yard line. Couple drives later, 3rd and 5, Buffalo, Bledsoe looking, and he gets dropped, and they end up having to go for a field goal, making it tied 3-3. Buffalo get their ball back after a couple drives after us, and as you can see, the receiver, look, there he goes, all the way to the 40, and it's a huge opening, making it to the 20, 10, might as well take it home, young man. There he goes, all the way for a touchdown. Houston, Carr looking for a receiver, can't find anybody, gets sacked, and ends up being a 4th down. 3rd and 7 with Buffalo on the play. Looking, Bledsoe finds someone, but ends up getting batted down, making it a 4th down, giving it to Houston. Houston, Carr's running, finds Johnson. Johnson taking it all the way to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 6 with Houston's ball. As you can see, I'm changing, looking for someone. Carr's running, and I'm running, and I can't find anyone. It ends up being a 4th down. Houston, as you can see, a big opening right there, and there I go, going all the way to the 10. 5 can't stop him, making it a touchdown for Buffalo, making the end of the second quarter with the score Buffalo 17, Houston 3. Now going into the third quarter, finding Teo Johnson, taking it all the way to a first down. Carr again, he's looking, he's running with the ball. Can you find someone? As you can see, I do find Andre Johnson. Sorry, wrong Johnson. Teo Johnson for a first down. 2nd and 5. I can't find anyone. Finding Baxter. Baxter taking it all the way to the 23-yard line. And as you can see, another first 10 right after that first down. Finding someone, and I do. There I go. All the way to a 1-yard line, close to the touchdown. 1st and goal. Houston, we can finally make a touchdown right here. If only we can. Giving it to Davis, and Davis makes it a touchdown for the Texans. A couple drives later, it ends up being a 4th down for Buffalo. Buffalo having to punt it away. As you can see, Bradford, the #1 punt returner, there he goes, making moves, making Mick Jagger, and there he goes all the way to the 30, to the 20, the 10. Make that another touchdown for Bradford on the punt return team, making it a tie ball game, 17-17. Buffalo finding, there he goes, all the way to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 9, a couple drives after that first down. Bledsoe looking, finds someone, and there he goes all the way to the 5-yard line, getting stopped by the Texans defense. 1st and 2nd weren't available, so 3rd down, there goes Henry for a touchdown. Carr trying to find someone, but can't find anybody, so it leads up to a sack. Another drive on the play. Carr trying to find him, and he finds him, but makes it all the way to the 30-yard line. Ending of the third quarter with the score Buffalo 24, Houston 17. As you can see, this is a very good shootout. Carr finding a receiver, making it to the 20-yard line. And there we go. We're getting closer and closer to a touchdown. So it ends up being a 4th and 7. There's sadly no touchdown. So we're going to end up having to go with a field goal, making the score 20-24. Only 4 points down so that we could be able to win the game. And the kick is good. 3rd and 11 after a couple plays after that. Carr is trying to look for somebody. Carr finds Dawson, making it all the way a long first down, making it a 40-yard line. Well, specifically the 42-yard line. Carr trying to find someone and sadly ends up getting picked off. Bledsoe trying to find someone and gets sacked by Walker. Walker's 2nd sack of the day. Carr finds another person trying to find someone. Can't find anybody. Finds it, but it's a pick, another pick, this time by Sykes. There he goes all the way to the 40. The 30, could he take it all the way? No, ends up getting stopped by Davis. 3rd and 8. Ball's really closing into the Texans, side. Let's see if it's going to be a run or if it's going to be a pass. I'm going to go and say that it's going to be a run. Bledsoe's definitely going to try and give it to Henry. And there he goes, gives it to Henry and gets stopped by Walker, making a 4th down, and Houston calls in a timeout. With only a minute to play before the end of the game, Buffalo's going to end up going for a field goal. And they end up kicking it up, and the kick is good, sadly making it the score 27-20. Carr has one chance, but ends up getting picked off by Sidney, and the Bills ends up being the end of the game with the score Buffalo 27, Houston 20. So Houston ends up going to 1-9. So after that game, it ends up being a close one. We had a couple chances there that definitely could have been a touchdown, or we could have definitely won the game. But it's definitely just me because of my readings, and it ends up being like Carr throwing 3 picks in that game. And as you can see, Bledsoe threw 2 touchdowns and only got sacked 3 times, but didn't even get picked off, not even a single pick. On the running game on our side, we did decent. It wasn't as good, but it was decent enough. 17 for like 43 yards, I believe. And then Andre Johnson definitely doing really well next to Teo Johnson. Those guys are definitely getting really good at it. And we allowed a couple of sacks. Actually, 3 sacks, I believe. 3 or 2. I'm not quite sure. Walker definitely helped us with the defense with 2 sacks, and as well as Clemens getting in that sack. We didn't even get a single pick, sadly, on our side of the ball. So hopefully when we go into the next game on the next week, I believe, hopefully we could get a good pick at least. I'm just hoping at least a pick or so. And as you can see, Tycho Spikes right there is definitely like doing really well on the defense, getting a pick. Lindell and I believe Brown, I believe, were doing really well on the kick team. And as you can see, punt return team definitely had Bradford. Bradford took it all the way for a touchdown. So that's definitely good. And as you can see, that's the end of the stats. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.